in. Yeah, well done, Gallo. Go reverse.
Nice.
Right, as he said, Binger was out first. I've put it straight on to Binger.
King of the mountain.
Self-proclaimed.
That's right, whatever gets you around.
So far in practice, the top 3 fastest are Bathurst on a 201.1 and John and Harvey equal on a 201.7.
Interesting. To be
Bathurst
honest,
might pull out in
the
2
the most stable out of all of those cars should be John's Mercedes. Because we know the Lambo's a bit twitchy, and we know that the Audi can do Audi things.
That said about the Mercedes, Aussie was on the chat earlier on in practice, and he was quite proud of his 208.
Yeah,
208.
no, but it's a horrid truck. Let's be fair. Like, you can either go quick round it, or there seems to be 2 groups. There's a quick group and a slow group.
There's no middle ground.
And then there's a group that's parked it up at the top that Bob runs into.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I could have some horrible flashbacks today of Mercedes across the top of the mountain. I hope there's none strewn in this race.
Well, there's a few Mercs out there, so the odds are in. Oh, what, they're against you.
Yeah.
They're against you.
Help! I need to go and see the psychologist.
We've only got one Audi though, and we've got music in a Porsche.
Yeah, we learnt the hard way on that. The Porsche is not very good around here. So a 202.298 from Binger on his first flyer, as John follows him out of pit lane. So who's next that's on a flyer that we can have a quick look at?
Oh god, we got a big grid. It's hard to keep up. We'll have to bring up the map.
So Harves has done his first time lap, so he's going to ease into it. Number 8, Matterford. From memory, I think Matterford is
he's quick,
pretty decent around here.
Yeah.
Hello, Fresh. How are we? Nice to see you, buddy.
G'day, Fresh.
And it's good to welcome back some drivers as well. We've got Bosses back, Dask, GRT.
They all come out of the woodworks.
Yeah,
for
Bathurst. Everyone's like, oh, I thought you were dead. No, Bathurst's on. I'm back.
Well, Swabbers actually hasn't had a rig for a couple of months, so he hasn't been doing any racing at all. Dask has been doing GT Sport this season.
Okay. But yeah, 90-minute race. It's so have we got any mandatory pit stops or anything like that, or?
Yes, we've got 2 mandatory pit stops for fuel. You only need to take
and damage.
Yeah, they're mandatory. Correct.
Hopefully not. That's the aim of the game for a race like this, is if you can keep it off the walls.
But these times are going to... Oh, sorry. My apologies.
Gonna come tumbling down, you reckon?
Right, let's see
See
what
what
Manafort's
Manafort's
got.
got.
What's he got?
Not
Right,
bad.
so a
He's up there with
2025.
Oh, that said though, the track temperature is
Barters,
only 17 degrees.
It's going to be
Those
quick.
times were done on 23 degrees. The 201.1 and the 201.7 was, I think, on 23 degrees.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
HSP.
a strange handover between, you know, when the engine's at its most powerful and the track is at its optimum as well. There's a
That-
funny cut-over point.
Yeah, that's HSV's quickest, eh? That's his quickest. I didn't see him go that quick in practice.
201.8. Yeah, we've just missed that. So, who shall I jump
I
in
think-
with?
Well, I don't know. Johnny Boy's at the top of the mountain.
Is HSV still on a flyer? Is he going again?
No, he's invalidated it by the
Right,
looks
so
of things.
let's jump in with John then, because we did see John. Oh, John's just kissed the wall.
Oh, maybe not then. We got Brian. Oh yeah, so John's yet to set a lap. Gil.
Fresh is saying use a controller. Don't be scared.
Controller.
A
is
controller around Bathurst. Oh no, thank you.
Oh, I think we've had Mayo jump in.
Says 19 in the lobby at the moment. That is lovely to see, but unfortunately it's because it's Bathurst mayhem.
The other one I forgot
What
to
is-
welcome back. Sorry, guys. Apologies, music. Welcome back, buddy.
There we go. So
Welcome back, music.
John has done a 2021.
In his Porsche, his ping's a little high. Interesting. It's not usually. So is Harvey.
Yeah, but yeah, they are actually. All right, so who should we jump in with?
John.
Albert.
John's.
Albert's only just outside. Halves. Oh my dear God, the times are tumbling,
Wow.
and I'm missing it all.
Well, they've
That's
only got
hard.
6 minutes left, so a
Yeah,
few
so
of the
who
boys
shall
are
I jump in
scrambling.
with? Come on, give me someone.
Well, John's coming up the mountain. You got Barters as well, because Barters is probably the one that's going to be one to watch. Actually,
Right.
maybe get on board with
Jump in with. Jump out, John. Jump in with Barders.
That's Harvey's best time.
is that what he's saying over
Is
chat?
that PB or?
No. Not PB, but from practice, his best
Yeah.
was a 201.7.
I was on board with Harvey coming down over Skyline and down through the S's into the Dipper, and it was scary. Being a passenger, he was sending it.
He's a calm cookie, though.
Barters is pretty. Ooh, almost hit the wall there.
But he was smooth where he needed it most through
Yeah, no, he's super
Forest
smooth.
elbow. That's where he wanted it.
Now we are going, when it comes to the flag, we are going to have another race. Oh,
John has just done a 2-on-1-4. So that's
Yeah, wait for Barters though.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in with Barders into the final corner. Let's come on,
Is
get
gonna
on
be
it,
this
get
lap or
on
the
it.
next one? No, he's 2:10. Whoa, it's close up the front there. Wow.
So we've got just over a quarter of a
Jeez.
second separating the top three at the moment.
Wow.
Right, who are we in with?
And
Who do we
Albert,
need to
he's
jump
done a
in
pretty
with?
good lap there. Take your pick. You've got a few to choose from.
Yep.
63,
So we got
47.
John is just ahead of Barders on track. Who's
got
it?
the
We've got
the
Music
Brighty.
Racer is there. Where's Albert? Who's HSV is just coming up to the line.
Gillett
So
still hasn't got a lap
0.390.
yet.
No, that's
Right, so
true.
no, HSV hasn't. And the guys following, they're all still on an outlap. So the only
Maybe
one that,
hop in with Skill. What's Skill doing?
where is he on the track? 47. Right, yeah, so there's Barders followed by Branchy, and then there's Skill. I've got a horrible feeling Skill is going to catch him on the top of the hill. Right, so I'm in with Skill now. Coming down Comrod. What's he got for us? We know during the race he's going to be mega consistent, as he has been.
Here's one for you from Barders.
All
If you can
season.
make Murray's corner good. Oh, nice. Very nice.
So what,
There you go.
2012.
201.2.
Right, so this is going to be Skill's first lap.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Where-
going on there.
where did
Is
Skill
he
put
not
it?
a fan?
2 seconds off.
He's not a fan, is he?
Right, so who? Right, so you got HSV followed by Halves. So we jump in with HSV and we'll jump straight back to Halves, because Halves is pretty close to having his toe.
Which toe?
His middle one.
Not the big toe.
So HSV was 0.171. Yeah, and Halves. I think
Wow, HSV, that's a very
that's
good
a
lap.
good
from
lap.
him. Considering he said that he had not done a GT3 race around
Here's
Bathurst yet, and
Albert 0.765. Right, who else we got? Who's on a flyer?
Well,
59.
everyone in the pit.
So Dask's
Ain't gonna get another lap.
3 seconds off.
no.
Barders, I'm going to jump in with Barders. Obviously,
Wow,
he's
that top
holding
four, eh?
pole at the moment. And he's
Yeah, no,
just
I
coming
think
on
he's-
to Comrade now.
I think he's red. Oh no, he's. Oh, I take that back. He's green. I think this is the 2-minute. The 2-minute lap.
Oh, actually,
Who's it?
I forgot to mention that. Barters reckons he's got a 2-minute lap in him.
He
Oh,
has.
he's safe.
He's pulled it
It's-
up.
it's up.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hold on to it.
He's half a second up. Oh, he's just
4
lost a tenth
tenths.
through there.
It's still going to come into the 2 minutes. As long as
Yeah.
he hooks this up.
No
Yeah,
way.
there you go.
Half a second. Look at that
No
last
way.
corner.
Oh my
2
god.
minutes. 0.8. So, there's your
Barter's the machine.
challenge. That
He's
is
a machine.
This
ridiculous.
is the new Bruno.
He was always there though, but the Lambo is, I don't know.
It's a consistency I think that
At
Barders
least
has shown
the
this
beast.
season.
Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
He's been doing amazing.
Except where did he come a cropper last week with one of the races? I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
second and third last lap. It happens though.
It was on the straight, wasn't it? If I remember rightly.
No, I think he clipped the grass into the braking zone or something.
Right, I've just chucked the table up. Now,
Which one? The one that no one
the
can
actual
see?
championship table. No. So,
Oh, the Tabascos.
yeah, so if Barders runs away at the front, I think it's safe to say that it's championship over, or it's Barders' title.
Well,
If
it's
HSV
100
or
100
Albert
points.
can win it, it changes it. It will completely change it. Because obviously, with the 4 times, those gaps are pronounced in between the positions as well.
Is Albert and Skill still on track?
Skill's on track, but I don't think he's going to make it to the end.
He should do.
Well, he might do, yeah, so...
So he's 2.583 off at the moment.
There's a lot of... it was silent during qualifying, the pit chat, but now it's got quite lively. And
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Praise for Butters.
Everyone's
2.5.
giving it,
Right.
sticking it to Butters.
Skill did take half a second off on that lap.
Yeah.
So he's just
Got him
popped
P9.
himself up into P9. Well done. So we do know that he is uber consistent. So
That's the main thing for a 90-minute race is consistency.
So who's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So that. Oh no, because Millsy hasn't raced with us for a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The top 4. This is going to be interesting. This really is. Quite looking forward to this, I must admit.
There's going to be a few races within races here because who is it? Boss, GRT, and Aussie. They're going to start from the pits. They're being very thoughtful, even though we've tried to encourage them to get onto the grid, but they don't want to interfere.
Fair enough.
Well, that's a good thing because they're probably aware of how tight it is in the table and the repercussions of taking someone out in a T1 pile-up. That's yeah, I wouldn't want to be the one to do it.
No.
That said, they are highly, highly confident they will be going through traffic on lap 1 and will be moved way up in the grid.
Yeah, so
they're
that
calling
tells
carnage,
me,
are they?
yeah, they're calling
They're
carnage.
calling carnage.
Yeah, well, if everyone gets the right mindset and first 2-3 laps, just
30 seconds.
even if you lose a couple of spots, just let someone past and just file in. The problem is if someone comes a cropper at the top of the mountain and it's just collateral damage behind.
20 seconds.
Now, there's a couple of retractions I've got to make. Firstly, super impressed with Brad. He's
10
been
seconds.
going very, very well, but I must have got him mixed up last week and said that he used to drive in real life. He doesn't, which makes it even better, like how he's going. Like, awesome, he's doing great. Also got to do a retraction for John. He got hit in the, I think it was race 1 last week. He got hit behind, which sent him into somebody else. He got really...
You immediately blamed him.
Yes, I mightn't have been the only one, but anyway, but yes, that's what I saw.
It's not a blame game, and if people want to whinge about what's covered in the stream, they can have a go themselves if they want.
Well, I wouldn't normally be doing the retraction with John, except he's got onto chat and he was really, really sooky about the blame. So it's like, John, we apologise, we pulled that wrong, you sooky la-la.
I stood up for you, mate. Alright, get some heat into the tyres. This full formation lap is needed. Yes, first time across the top, that's the dangerous part. Because the tyres are nowhere near where they need to be. And yeah, HSV's second, that's a really good quality lap from him.
Well, it was far as I can tell, everyone's doing the outlap. Swabber said he was always going to not put a time in, he wanted to start at the back.
Are they on chat? Maybe they've all been coaxed into the start in the race.
Well,
There was plenty of coaxing into it beforehand, but no, there's no chat. No, there's no chat at the moment. All I can hear is gear shifting.
all I've got to say is it's a good job that this isn't iRacing, because there would already be 10 cars like damaged.
Piled up. Pile up. We won't go there.
Yeah, I had my fix for the month, I think, today.
Oh, God. It's a bit like that. Money well spent.
Come on, Bob. You're going to do the 6 hours at Watkins Glen next weekend.
Yeah, because it's no Punterino when it's a proper scheduled event, but there were Punterinos today.
Yeah. It happens a lot in iRacing.
Week 13 in iRacing's been awesome, but probably should concentrate on this, but anyway.
So yeah,
Right.
they're all starting.
Here they go.
Here we go.
Here they go. So at the moment, the screen is locked on skill. As soon as we get the line, I think I'll jump up to 3rd spot.
Yeah.
Because then we should have a nice little spread.
Good spread.
Watching
Spread
Nominally
at the top.
Crunchy.
90 minutes of Bathurst carnage.
Oh, here we go.
We go.
Just need to take it easy. And they're away.
We are green.
Oh. Dare I
Is
say
it clean?
it?
Is it clean?
It's clean as a whistle.
Everyone's
Yeah.
alive!
That's a good start.
Yeah, we've still got top of the mountain to
don't
go,
care.
but
I don't care.
HSV, John,
That
side
was-
by side. Albert's backing out. HSV realised he had the tighter
John's
line and
got-
has rolled off as well. Binger's on the move.
Oh, he's along.
Oh,
has
he's
he put
kissed
it
the
in
wall.
Bumper cars, he's up.
Kissed the
What's
wall,
going
but
on
it actually settled the car. Right, do we hear any swearing, cursing from the radio chat, George?
no, they bums down,
Oh.
heads up.
Right
Barders
knuckle at the
has
moment.
bolted.
Binger's made a hell of a move. So he's jumped a few spots there.
Yep, no, good move.
And what? And Barters is, yeah, he's left. the
Barders is
building.
at, see you boys! I've got 10 litres of fuel, I'm off!
Could be an ultimate strat, eh?
Well, you could fuel light and make a mad dash for it, but you would have to be on the front row to risk something like that. And obviously he was on pole.
Barters is he's pretty good at running away.
So Binger's now in the toe of HSV.
Yeah. What's he going to do?
Is he going to poke his nose?
Coming into the chase?
They all
No.
made it through the top of the
He's
mountain.
pulled it. He's pulled it up.
That's, yeah,
Nice.
Respect.
big time. So, HSV's coming into the pits. He's got the strat down. He wants to get out of
HSV on
any
these
traffic.
longer races, and Albert has. And Albert has followed him in.
The Merc strat.
So with
So
two
what have we
pit
got
stops,
back
so they're going to
further?
split it. This is what they normally do. So I would expect to see at the 45 to go, Albert and HSV will both be pitting again together, or within a lap or two of each other.
I reckon that's a pretty smart move, actually.
It is.
Gets them out of the traffic.
Right, so
They weren't
after,
really in traffic, but yeah.
after one complete lap, we've got Barders up
No
front,
one's-
we've got John in second, Binger up to third, Halves in fourth,
catching
Branchy
on
in
Binger.
fifth. That's I tell you what, that's a respectable position for Branchy to find himself in so early in the race.
Yeah.
He's
Madderford.
been going. Sorry, go on.
Madderford in 6th, Boss in 7th, Adrian Rice, Music Racer, in 8th, Darsk on his return. In the Ferrari is just being overtaken by Skill. So Skill has now taken 9th spot from Darsk. Then we have Aussie Thunder, GRT, Schwaber, young Brian in the Honda. Now that goes well on PC. I don't know if it's the same for the PS4. Brad Luck in 15th. Javier in 16th, or Mayo as we call him. HSV after his pit is down to 17th. Albert in 18th.
So Harvey's closed up on Binger pretty quickly.
Right, okay, let's jump in there. We just chuck that in Helicam.
I'm expecting quite a bit from Music here. He isn't the quickest person. Like, he's quick, don't get me wrong, but he's not exactly the, like, outright quickest like Bathurst. But this is his track. That's why he's here tonight.
Got the Porsche dialed in.
He doesn't like Spa, doesn't like Zandvoort, doesn't like Silverstone, but he loves this track, so I'm expecting a lot from Music.
Well, he's already made some moves, I think. He's been given a few spots because of the early pits, that's right. So yeah, I think Harvey, Binger and John, that might end up.
That's going to be the
three
battle.
Yeah.
For now.
Because it looks like they're all closing up on John slowly.
Speaking of John, I've not heard any chat.
Halves. Halves
Or
just managed to save himself.
or unrolled cigars or dropped lighters.
That's what the pit stop's for, mate.
You'd expect him for 90 minutes to... Oh no! Halves!
Harvey. What has he done? He's just put it in the walls pretty hard there.
He's gone for weight reduction on the Audi already. He's tried to rip the whole right-hand side of the car off.
So that's going to let Branch...
Yep.
Benefits coming up on Branchy.
He is.
Yes.
Madderford is handy in that Merc.
Ooh, under the brakes as well. Closed up on him.
Actually, I'm going to centre it on Branchy.
Boss has gone off. Boss has gone off in the grass. Hasn't lost too much, but he has gone off a bit, which has put Music right up his backside.
So 205 from Halves, 204.6, 204, 284 from Madderford. So Madderford is the one that's starting to stretch his legs, and he's got a good run on the Bentley here.
Good run. Wow.
And Swabber's catching up to GRT. GRT's quick.
Now Branchy, yeah, he rolls out early. He knows that he had that tighter line. He's rolled out early. And that was all the drive out of T1 for Madderford.
It's very important.
Now let's see what pace he's got. He's got a little bit of clear air ahead of him, so
yeah, the music's all over the back of the Boss.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let's
seeing
have a look.
at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump in with Music.
He's a little bit slower across the top of the mountain there.
All I can hear on the radio is just deep breathing.
Just breathing, yeah. Well, one of our good friends from our GTS days, Oil, if he ever watches, Oil in the Blood, that's all you could hear during a race was breathing. As soon as he used to get into concentration mode for a race and he was proper in race mode, that's all you could hear.
Hyperventilating.
one of those things.
Nah,
in your
music's
throat.
dropped off again.
Yeah, it
Yeah, he
has. So music has come with the Panda livery.
The Panda livery.
Yeah, it's all black and
Oh,
white. It's got black eyes. Right, so
he's
what?
quick through the third sector there.
Yeah, anywhere where
it's all
anywhere
pretty
where
well
it's down
spaced
to
out.
handling, if it's down to handling and cornering, that's where the Porsche is going to be close to the Merc. So, what battles have we got?
Aussie's got to run up the mountain on Dask.
Has he? Right, let's have a look.
Oh,
He's not
jumped out
using
of
the toe
slipstream.
though.
No.
He wants to sit there.
He's content for being behind the Ferrari.
To be honest though, it's with it being such a long race, sometimes it's
Branchy's
worth
got Matterford.
just...
Sorry, Matterford's got Branchy.
Matterford's just had Branchy, has he? No, Matterford had him earlier.
Oh, did he? Sorry.
Yeah,
He's
quite.
miles
I
away.
didn't see that.
In actual fact, I wanted to see what his lap time was, didn't I? Now he had some clear air. So he was about 4 seconds. Oh, no. Aussie's under.
Oh!
He's dead.
Oh!
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 Mercedes!
They got
2 Mercedes! I told you.
How's Aussie gonna re-enter?
He's put it into the wall. Oh, he's just reversed out.
Ah!
Brian's dead. Aussie!
That's all right.
No! Brian's just tried to get out of the way and has been collected by a boat leak.
That's the thing when you lose it there. There's no safe
Mass
passage
carnage.
back onto the track.
I think I called it. I think I said 10 minutes into the race and there would be
Mercedes.
death.
I'm surprised you're still talking, Bob. Doesn't that give you memories of going through there and hitting a
All he's
Mercedes?
saying is
Yes.
Mercedes, I think he's broken now.
Aussie, yep, Aussie's in the pits.
Oh no!
I'm
And
gonna say that was-
Matterford's come a cropper. Matterford, his bonnet is flapping all
Yeah.
over the place, and music's
He
past
was,
him.
he was in the wall coming down across the skyline. Did you not see it?
It's going in.
I didn't realise it was him.
He was in the pink and grey Merc, and that's why
Oh
I think we
my
jinxed him.
God! Right, so he's in the pits. Oh my dear Lord!
It's a big hit.
Well, we're 11 minutes into the race. It lasted 9 minutes longer than we thought.
So now we've got right. So someone's bailed already. We've lost a driver.
Who is this?
I don't know. I'm not used to it being such a heavy grid.
So many.
Surprise, surprise. Who's in front?
So, Bathurst across the top of the hill after 5 laps, still leading. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be though. He's only got
was Brian that
He's
left.
doing awesome.
2.3 seconds back to John.
And Binger's not
2.1
that far.
seconds back to Binger. 3 seconds back to Halves. Just under 8 seconds back to Branchy. So did Branchy come through all that clean?
Yes, well, I think so. Boss is the
I
closest one.
can't
at the
see any
moment.
damage on him.
Boss is reasonably close to music.
We got Skill is closing up on Boss now. We know Skill is consistent. Yeah, Bell, I don't think there was anything Brian could have done there. He was
Yeah.
he come out of
I
that
watched
that blind, and then there was a Mercedes sprawled all the way across the track. And I know what that
Yeah.
feels like, and I still have nightmares about it. Twice in the same race, different Mercedes.
both avoidable
Ladies,
accidents.
They weren't avoidable. One of them I nearly had to put myself in the wall to avoid.
Thought you might like that one.
I hate
so
you.
that's unfortunate
I hate you.
for Brian. He ended up rage quitting.
Now, just a call out for Boss.
Oh, now
Boss
I get you. Sorry, Bell. Bell was telling us that it was Brian that had bailed. Oh no! Come on, Skill.
Watch Skill and Boss. Watch Skill and Boss.
No, I'm in.
Skill and Boss are too wide.
That's who I'm in with.
Skill's a smart driver.
Yeah, no, Skill was... There was no sort of argy-bargy there. Skill rolled out and he's just going to bide his time and have another pop.
Just congratulations there to Boss last night. He was in, not Octane Racing, some other Octane, I think it's OGT. He got it on pole.
Here we go, Skill's having a... No, not through. Not through there. He's letting him know he's there though, isn't he?
Yeah. Trying to spook him. So yeah, no, Boss is no slouch.
So Boss took pole, and where did he finish the race, George?
Well, it was reverse grid.
Here we go. Here we go. Skill's got... As they're coming down... Oh, he's at him.
Reverse grid.
And he got second.
Nice. What track? Oh,
Right, he's got
Skill.
enough. Right, so Skill has moved himself up to 7th. Now let's see if he's got some more pace now he's in clear air.
Oh, he's coming.
Right, so right, the Boss is pitting. Oh,
Pitting.
right. So where are our... Right, so nothing much is changing at the front. Binger is closing on John though. Halves
And
has dropped back from Binger, but we do know that Halves is carrying some damage. I thought the weight reduction might have helped him. I don't think it's gonna.
Barters hasn't really run away with it as much as I
No.
thought he would have.
No, I did think that he was gonna run away. Right,
Unless
we've got
he's just-
Schwaber is having a go at Darsk. And he has
Oh, dark no.
so nearly held it.
Riders might be carrying a lot of fuel though, we don't know.
Let's watch these pair over the top of the hill.
And
Hill?
Well, it's a little hillock. I know you call it a mountain, but I don't know. Is it a mountain?
Mount Panorama?
Yeah, so a mount is a...
It's not hill,
it's a,
man.
it's a big hill.
You try and find a bigger mountain, aka hill, in any other track.
Fair call.
I think it's fair to say this is not Bob's favourite track.
Let's... Has he got the run now?
We've got a 3-hour coming up to do.
Schwaber is following what looks like a battered and bruised Ferrari down Conrad.
Very impressed by Darsk's and Swabber's efforts. Swabber has been offline, no rig for a couple of months. Darsk hasn't played this game at all. He's been on GT Sport. And they're going hard. Very impressive.
Haven't lost the touch.
Well, Swabber caught him a bit there onto pit straight.
So that was a 2:05.4. Let's just get an idea of the pace of the guys actually. So we just jump in and out of people's cars just to see what their best lap times are. So in race, Barders has hooked up a 2:02.6. His last lap was a 2:03.6. This is after 8 laps. He is still in first position. Now we've got John is sat in second position. He's also put in a 2:02.6. His last lap was a 2:03.9. So John is sat pretty consistent and looks as if he has actually closed on Barders.
Yeah, Binger's not going anywhere.
No, Binger's sat
a second.
He's sat the same. No, he is. That's taken another half a second, I believe, out of John from a couple of laps ago. Oh no, it's just extended out again.
The leaders are going, well, potentially coming up to Matterford and Boss soon.
Right, so who is... Right, so HSV is still ahead of Albert after the first round of pit stops. Albert must have had an issue, you know, because he is 30 seconds back from HSV. They came in the pits together. Can you have a quick look just to see if there's anything in the replay regarding Albert? I'm just on board with HSV now because he's one of our first pit stops. And he has got himself back up to 11th. He's actually only 2.5 seconds back from GRT at present. Has anyone managed to...
I'm hopping on with Albert right now.
In the replay, or...
Yeah.
Because the gap... Yeah, that's massive. That's the only thing I can think of is Albert, you know, had an oopsie. John is closing up on Barders. It's now 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, I only had a quick scan. I couldn't find it, but I've never actually used that replay function before, so maybe Notice might be better as skilled at that.
Sorry, I was away for a second. I'm back. So Albert's had an off, you reckon?
I think so, because it's a 30-second gap between him and... Oh, unless he's take... No, you wouldn't take tyres that early, would you?
What number is he?
Albert is 92, I believe.
Barders is actually catching Matterford. And they're on a...
So
Matterford's already done a pit stop.
So Barders has lapped up to 14th. I'm sat in with John at the moment in the hope that the helicam, because everything has closed up, that the helicam is going to show us John, Barders and Binger.
Something's having a binger. He's hit the wall.
See?
That's a replay I can watch. The replay only saves for the last 2 laps, I think, or lap and a half.
So yeah, Binger has lost about just under 3 seconds there with whatever happened. So now you've got to ask, has he damaged himself? He's clipped the wall once.
He looked like he was struggling to get back up to speed. I reckon he might be carrying a bit of damage. It's at 3.9 at the moment. Maybe we keep an eye on that.
How far are we in? So we're 22 minutes into the race. He may as well pit now. Just take a little bit extra fuel on.
Okay.
Let's see what he does. I'm in with Binger just now, so we'll see what decision he's come to.
Barders and John have just lapped Matterford. And John
is closing.
Yeah, I reckon he may have come out better for that.
Now is Binger going to pit? No, Binger stays out. Interesting.
Oh, well, he's 3.7 now, so he's... Oh, probably that traffic slowed those boys down because he was at 3.9.
I've just jumped in with John because he is closing on Barders. And he's on a green lap.
There's no talk in the radio, none at all.
No, I wouldn't expect there to be honest. Oh, Bell has said music hit the wall and nearly collected Dino. So let's see what the gaps are at the moment.
Perhaps
So
you may let's-
HSV is right on the back of GRT now. Skill. So music has dropped. He's now in the pit, so he's dropped a few positions and he's pitted.
John,
John,
John's
yeah,
just come off.
just seen that. He's managed to gather it though.
He hasn't lost. I missed it, but he hasn't lost. Doesn't look like he's lost much.
Nah, because he's straight line down the S's over a skyline.
Right,
Just
so
a bit of a bumpy line.
HSV, first of our pit stops. He has now moved himself just past GRT up into 9th position.
It's going to be interesting.
Is HSV going to be our dark horse here?
Oh, I would never call HSV a dark horse.
But he's gone out on a completely different strategy to all the other front runners. Only him and Albert made the alternate pit strategy.
He was one of the ones that almost came across
John.
at the top of the mountain.
John's pitting.
John pitting. So he's
Yeah,
hoping. He's hoping for the undercut then.
Interesting to see how long he spends in there.
Yep. No, I'm on John now. So as soon as he stops,
I reckon it's too early for tyres.
yeah, you wouldn't take tyres now.
I would think he's only be taking fuel.
Surely it's a splash and dash. Or is he fueling up?
Been in there 10 seconds now.
Yep.
Has he got damage?
Tell me when
No, I
John
don't know.
starts moving, because then
I
we can
will.
work out if he's taking tyres. I've just jumped up with Binger, who is
20
now
seconds.
He's in there for a long time.
second at the moment.
He's taking tyres.
He should be exiting now unless he's repairing damage.
So he might well
He's
be
leaving
taking.
now.
He's moving.
Yeah, so he might well have taken tyres, and then he's just going to treat this like a, you know, just over an hour sprint, you know, with a little splash dash.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Right, so where is John? So John has HSV's jumped him.
Oh yes, too.
HSV has
By a
jumped
long
John.
way. Because John
Yeah.
wasn't that far behind
So-
Bathurst.
No.
Let's have a look at.
100%
I
there,
just want to
noted.
see. Right, so HSV has just been chucking in consistent laps. His fastest lap is a 2:03.5, which is a second slower than both Barders and John. So he's just been chucking in mega consistent laps. Mustn't have been hampered by traffic, and he's made a huge leap there.
Yep. I think Albert and HSV, good strategy there, I reckon. Unfortunately, something happened to Albert, which I'm still unsure of.
Yeah, so Albert is 20 seconds off of John.
Harvey's just gone flying past Matterford. I think Matterford's being I got a funny feeling Matterford's being an extreme gentleman here and not wanting to get in people's way because I know he's quick.
Well, Matterford's already pitted as well. Has Halves pitted? No, Halves hasn't pitted yet. So they're not actually they're not in a fight as such, are they? There's a pit stop between them. So there's no point in holding halves up.
Yeah, but you have a look at where HSV is, like what happened with the pit stop with where John entered. HSV's in a very, very good position.
Yes.
But like John's taking tyres, so he's spent a lot longer in the pits, I presume, than HSV.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half race. I would suggest everyone's going to take tyres.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
just-
so his second pit stop will even things out.
Yeah, it should do. Yeah. So I would expect HSV to be pitting about the halfway mark. So we're roughly a third into it now. So I'd expect to see him in again in about another 15 minutes. So yeah, Albert's dropping time on John as well. So let's. Where is he? Where is Bathurst on his lap? Just completed sector 1. Let's go in car with Bathurst. Let's over the top of the hill. There's blue flags. Some music is just ahead of him.
The only issue I see with HSV's and Albert's strategy so early is they're going to have to do another pit well before the end of the race. Now, if you get caught up in some sort of carnage,
Yeah.
you're going to have to do 3 pit stops.
But that's a risk you take with any race. I mean, obviously the chances of damage here, you know, it's a lot higher than anywhere else, but sorry if I'm shouting while I'm in car with Bathurst. It's very noisy. We've got a wild bull screaming and snorting. So there we go, there was a 2:03.4, so Bathurst is still lapping within a second of his fastest lap.
Harvey's into the pits.
Right, so we have completed 15 laps. We got Bathurst in first as it stands. Binger in second. Halves pitting from third. Branchy is just taking third now. Skill is not that far behind Branchy.
Harvey's out. He wasn't in there that very long. He wasn't in there that long.
So he's taken a splash. Got Schwaber with a very respectable 6 with, in actual fact, it looks like it could be closing on skill here.
There's just nothing in the chat.
Yeah, well, you're blinking your
HSV
dead.
up to 7th after he's already pitted. GRT in 8th. John now back up to 9th.
I know Skill's got a pit, but he's done pretty well there. Well, he's doing pretty well.
Albert crosses the line now in 10th. Music crosses the line in 11th. The boss looks like he's just been lapped by Binger. So he's just coming down to the final corner now in 12th. Darsk isn't actually that far behind. He's in 13th. Madford 14th. Bradluck completed both of his pit stops in 15th. Javier a few laps down, but around here you just keep on going to the end. In 16th. Aussie Thunder in 17th is in the pits. I think Aussie Thunder has actually retired because he's actually 11 laps down, so he might just be
sitting in the pits,
watching onboard cams.
Binger's in the pits.
Binger pits from second. So
Tell you what, Brad's got balls getting his 2 pit stops completed with pretty much an hour left, just under an hour left.
So what is the right? So Schwaber is slowly. Well, it's not slowly actually. Schwaber is on the back of Skill now.
Yeah.
Schwaber's a quick driver. He can steer.
I haven't, to be honest, I haven't seen Schwaber on here. I know he's pretty prolific on dirt.
Yes.
I'm told that he was quick in GTS.
Nah, he can drive.
Well, if he's keeping up with Skill, he definitely can.
So
Branchy, what skills? Has Branchy had a moment? Because they've all closed up on the back of Branchy.
these remain. No, it's been sort of sat like that for a little while. So Skill was closing on Branchy. He had that time where he was alongside him and had to roll out. So the top 4 are the only runners not to have pitted.
And Harvey's jumped John too as well. They're on the same pit.
And Skill is right on the back of Schwaber now. Right on the back of Branchy now. And Schwaber is in close contention also.
Oh, this is definitely what you want to watch.
Someone likes their 70s porno music on their ringtones.
That would be notice, I suspect.
Not mine. The other half. Apparently she likes 70s pornos, but whatever. It is annoying, though.
Sorry Belle, I hadn't looked across for a while because I was getting all excited as normal. But yeah, this looks like the spicy battle at the moment between these 3. How's your other half doing? Is he sweating profusely? And Glenn, yeah, I don't know how Bardas has managed to get away with Nissan gloves in a Lamborghini.
Yeah. What is with that?
Sponsorship.
Interesting sponsorship. Yeah, it's pretty close there, isn't it?
Oh, this is awesome.
It's good fun following across the top of the mountain if you all get into a rhythm.
Oh, in
They're
actual
clean
fact,
as.
I tell you
They
what,
are
Skill might be trying to get something done here. His last lap
He's gotta run.
was
I reckon he's
his
gotta run.
fastest lap.
What's his... So what are you trying to say?
His last lap was his fastest lap. I'm wondering if he's now looking at this and right, now it's time to let loose.
Possibly.
Oh, oh my
It's
dear
tricky
God.
in here on the outside. He might lose the spot.
No! I tell you what, that is awesome racing. All 3 of them on the same postage stamp, no contact.
Wow.
I nearly ejaculated then.
I think he did. And that's not a thought we want.
No, Madderford with a bonnet flapping in the pits. Unless that was the same damage he was carrying earlier on. Skill is doing a bit of grass tracking, and I think that's giving Schwaber the run.
Briggs and Stratton line.
So we
Yeah,
know
that's
we know
unfortunate.
Skill's a wise one. He'll probably roll out as he has done.
Oh, good racing, boys. That was awesome.
Oh, Schwab has gone
Oh,
wide.
Yep. Swab's
Got
gone.
out of that
Got
groove.
it. Yep.
So
Skill's back up.
Skill's like,
fast.
thank you very much. I'll have that back. And at the same time,
Back to
they
square
have
one.
lost nothing to Branchy. So top three are the only three to have not pitted.
I mean, is that another strat? Like, as in just go as far as you can go with, I guess, tyres? And
You
then
wouldn't-
just... You wouldn't what?
You wouldn't think you'd go any longer than an hour. And
Well,
I
it,
would've
it
thought-
depends. No, there's weird sort of strats that people have run before. I've seen Albert do 2 pit stops within the last 5 laps of a
in
race.
a 90-minute race,
It-
though?
Well, it's strange what sometimes if you manage to avoid everything, it's worth just staying out. Oh, Skill! I thought he was going to go on the grass.
Oh, you don't want to be clipping the grass there, eh?
No,
No, but I mean, how long can you go on a set of tyres? How, you know,
it's about
I
3
haven't really
hours.
looked into it.
It's actually about
technically,
3
Skill's
hours.
coming in.
Skill's in.
He's-
Skill's in.
Yeah, he stuck his indicator on and he's pitted. Right.
Did he put his indicator on?
Yep.
Let's see.
So, wise boy.
Now we need to see where Skill comes out with HSV. I'd imagine HSV.
Yes.
will be-
So
Oh,
HSV. Hey,
So he's got Barters.
HSV.
Oh,
No,
God.
HSV is already. He's already
Yeah,
gone.
HSV's a mile
He's
out.
already gone.
So we just... So he's jumped Barters. Did Barters take tyres when
He-
he came into the pits? Did we miss this, or...
No, I think you might be right. I think Barders might have taken tyres. And HSV,
As-
because he
along with
pitted
John.
on lap 1,
Yeah, I know.
he hasn't taken tyres. So, yeah, this is only going to show...
Or his next pit stop.
Yeah, it's only going to
So-
show
yeah.
what's working when HSV
Yeah.
next pits.
Gotcha. He seems to be... Ooh.
But he's got track position. That's the...
Yeah,
That's half
that's
the battle here.
ultimate
Especially,
strat.
especially on this circuit, it is track position and keeping yourself out of trouble.
This is so hard to figure out. This is going to be awesome.
Well, I do like HSV's strategy, to be honest. I hope it works out for him.
Yeah, and like George said earlier, it is a gamble. You're gambling all the time. You know, are you going to avoid the strife? You know, are you going to be running in traffic where the chances of having a knock, you know,
You saw that stuff at the top of the mountain with the Mercs.
Yes.
And Brian, unfortunately, and
What was about to take
HS
Branchy?
HSV came up on that as well. So he
I
was
know,
lucky he
Schwab
wasn't caught up in that.
Schwab
Schwabber's pitting.
Oh,
Oh, that's
not
cost
the
him.
best entry.
That's cost him. There's HSV. So, yeah, HSV at the moment, the strategy looks good. It
Well,
all
it's like you
depends.
say, when he pits next.
Yeah, and it all depends
he comes
on where he
back
comes
out.
back out. You know, are you in amongst it? Are you in trouble?
So something happened to Binger as well.
Yeah, I
So
think
he's
so.
Binger's all over
damage.
the field. No, Binger's on the grass. No, he's only lost probably a tenth or two.
So is that Skills just had Binger?
Oh, Binger's all over the place.
It must be. Right.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm going to go into the replay, and this might be quite painful for me and everyone.
Everybody.
So it's
How
in,
do I
it's
operate
in with
this?
Binger, yeah. So
Barters is going close to the top of the mountain right now.
let's just put him on super speed.
Harvey's
So
going
like
to Harvey's going to come up on Branchy soon at this rate.
So what did happen to Binger? Because I can't even see Skill in the same shot anywhere.
You'll keep fast forwarding. You fast forward until you see him come into the shot.
Get into Skill and Binger. They're too wide on the top of the mountain.
You're
my
joking.
God.
You're
Oh
joking.
my God.
Oh,
Oh no!
Binger's hit the
No. Right, so what happened? Sorry. Oh,
Binger hit the wall, and
and then collected Skill.
Skill,
rebound.
Oh,
Skill's car's
No,
broken.
Skill's car's broken.
I
Come
think,
in,
'cause he hit
Skill.
the wall the
Make
other side.
just make this a 45-minute sprint, buddy. Get in, get that straightened out. That's a poorly looking Aston. So where's Binger? How's Binger looking? So
The
Binger's
thing's
got
made of titanium.
a pit left.
Yeah.
His left side's a bit scraped. Well, both sides are scraped up.
Yeah, Skill's bonnet is flapping in the breeze.
Binger's not going in.
Are you going in, Skill? Are you going in? He is. He is. Skill's pitting in. Now let's see what he does. Is he going to take tyres and just go to the end, or did he take tyres on his first stop? That's a shame. That is a shame.
It is a shame.
Branchy
It
has
happens.
finally pitted.
So, Barters, is he going to be splash and dash at the end?
I reckon so.
So this might all unfold right at the last 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, so we're down to the sort of time when I was thinking that HSV would be pitting. So he pitted lap one. It's now for him sort of half race distance. It would make sense for it to be now.
It's been out there for a while.
Is he going to take tyres? You know.
Well, he's surely going to take tyres, surely. But he can stay out for longer. Yeah, he doesn't have to pit now.
I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but if you can get 3 hours on tyres.
Yeah, it's just what sort, you know, how they wear. Yeah. What can you live with? What time do you lose over the course of 10 laps?
He's pretty consistent at the moment. He's still staying out.
So this is how we're standing just now then. So after 22 laps of the mountain, we have HSV out front. We have Halves just crossing the line now. He is in second. We have Barders sat in third. Now this isn't what we were expecting. Barders has actually been jumped by Halves and HSV. But we know Halves did just take fuel. John in fourth.
HSV's catching up to Skill quite quickly.
We have Binger in fifth. Schwaber in sixth. Albert sat on his own just now in seventh. We have Music Racer in 8th, Branchy in 9th, GRT in 10th, the Boss in 11th. Skill has got both of his pit stops out of the way now. He is currently a lap down on HSV. However, we do think that HSV is going to be taking tyres. So
just a call out to Skill then. I just saw him. He got completely out of the way of HSV. Very good driver etiquette. Well done, Skill. As a suggestion, maybe sit in a lap with HSV. He's down Mountain Straight. Let's see what he's got.
I'm still. Yeah, we got Darsk in 13th, Madaford 14th, Bradluck in 15th. Javier is still circulating. He's still 4 laps down. He's still circulating. Hats off.
Yeah, congratulations. Well done, Javier.
Yeah, he's coming to the pits now.
You called it. I was going to say another 10 minutes. He called it.
No, he had to, like Bob said. that 45-minute mark or thereabouts. Is he going to take? Whoa!
Oh, he
What's
stopped.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
Oh no, he must have had a problem with his pit limit. I think he's turned the car off. Did he?
Yeah, I
Instead of
reckon
the
so.
pit limiter. Oh no, that's cost him a few.
Or you might spice it up for us, boys.
Right,
Oh, I
so
was hoping.
that's promoted halves to first now. Barda's only 3 seconds back though. John isn't out of this. Not by a long...
Oh no. No way. Because not far off Bardas, really.
He's not.
We haven't got any close battles at the moment though. That's the only...
HSV's still in the pits. I'll let you know when he
Yeah.
comes out.
He'd have to take tyres.
Oh, most definitely. But what about has he got any damage?
Right, who have we got? 83. So I'll tell you what, Schwaber is just crossing the
HSV's
line
out.
now. I'm going to jump in. We'll have a lap on board with Schwaber. So we're in with Schwaber in the Boatley, of course. He's been going about his business and finds himself sat in a very respectable fifth at the moment. And it looks like he's flying on this lap.
So, how is Harvey leading?
He only took a splash.
Okay.
So it depends on if he's going to be taking tyres.
Yep.
You know, it's the same sort of deal as, you know, what went on with HSV.
Copy that.
So HSV is now back out on track in 6th, having completed all of his pit stops.
And he's coming up on Swabber.
Yep.
HSV can just not stay out of trouble. My money's on him. But I'm
He's
not
only, yeah, he's only 1.2 down on Schwaber at the moment. 1.1.
But I wouldn't put money on staying out of trouble on Bathurst. You only need those walls. Those walls to kill you. Never mind the chase.
So 39 minutes left. What's Schwaber doing? He's staying out. There you go. There's a 204 flat that we've just been in with Schwaber.
Schwaber.
That isn't bad for someone that
Yeah, hasn't been on for months.
Now, if anybody follows the Tour de France where they piss their pants when they're cycling, I just heard a call out on the radio. Somebody has got urinal problems.
yeah, thanks for that. We might just
Some
mute
people
George
might be
now.
eating.
Where's that mute button?
I mean, I'm keen to elaborate, but
No, let's not. Right, so I've just jumped in with HSV now, so he is... I don't think he's going to push to get past him, to be honest, and there's no point in pushing. He might as well just sit where he is. To me at the moment...
if I was Schwaber, I'd probably be getting out of the way, only for the fact that HSV's fighting for the...
Yes, yeah. No, you're dead right.
Swabber will.
I'm
but
sure.
at the same time, he's got pace, so he's not gonna like just drop off.
I'd be shitting though.
No, it's sat at a 1.2. Yeah, Bell has actually
Hang on a second.
picked you up on that, George. Like Bell has actually said, like, can this the conversation that you instigated, can that go offline?
Brad Luck's just got a 30-second stop-go penalty for, I think it was speeding in the pits.
Was it? Yeah, I didn't see that pop up, unfortunately. I do. It is normally quite informative, and I must have been looking away at the time. It does normally tell you if it's speeding in pits or track limits. I think for track limits, it's normally just a drive-through first, isn't it?
Yeah, stop goes the speeding in the pits, I think.
So HSV is closing this up. It was sat at 1.2 for a couple of laps. Halves is in net first at the moment.
So he's done his pit stops. So he must.
Halves.
No, he's behind HSV. So
Yes, sorry. The timing screen hadn't updated.
He's
He's
done it
not,
right there, though.
He's not far behind him.
No.
So as it
interesting to see.
stands at the moment, it is actually looking like it's HSV in a net first, halves net second, and then it all depends on where Barders, John, and Binger pop out on track after their pit stops.
Oh, Harvey, that was a bit wide. I'll be back in a moment, boys. I just got to take this conversation about urinal problems offline with Bell.
Yes, please.
Called a diaper, duh.
I'll probably need one, Steve.
Oh, old man. Old man problems.
Right, where is Barders on track just now? So Barders is climbing the hill with John only 2.5 seconds back on him.
How long's the pit? So Splash and Dash is how much of a stop?
Splash and Dash is
we went through that the other week.
So,
It's
yeah.
like 3 to 7 seconds or something. Oh, God.
Well, no, it can be up to sort of 15, 20 seconds. I think it was 15 seconds for about 60 litres or something.
Yeah, so Splash and Dash, I reckon it'll go to the wire.
And Belle says no, she doesn't want the conversation to take place. So
Oh, damn.
you can't take it offline with Belle. Yeah, no, this is going to be interesting. Who's going to risk it? Who's going to say no? I'm not taking tyres. Who's already taken tyres? Who knows?
Well,
You surely got to do tyres. Surely, it's in your best interest.
Well,
I don't know about that.
it depends on, we said earlier on, track position. It's not an easy track to overtake. We've seen some great overtakes, however, it's not easy.
Also, it depends how much people have put practice in, like doing a stint to see how far the tyres go before they start dropping off in pace to the point where it's like, I can't do this anymore, you know?
Yeah. Bathurst is reasonably hard on tyres to a degree.
Oh, we've had a catastrophe. Who's yellow? Who was that? 87. Is that 87?
Harvey.
Harvey!
In the wall.
No,
He was right up there.
That has hurt halves.
And he's done both of his pit stops, and he just bumped the wall again.
Music is. Where's Albert? So Albert went past him when.
Oh, somebody's over. Yeah, music's all over Harvey.
Yeah, he's alongside him now. He's alongside him. He's rolled out of it though.
Harvey's got damage, you reckon he's coming into the pits? No.
Well, he has got heavy damage.
Staying out there.
Hopefully he doesn't have to pit. Because he doesn't have anything left. That's the gamble of pitting. Getting both pit stops out the way early on this track. It's very unforgiving. Oh, I hear on the chat, sorry, skill. What happened there?
Oh no. So
That was Barters saying sorry to Skill.
No.
I think
Bell's
Skill's broken.
actually said Skill lost it and collected a few.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch the replay.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Skill's car looks broken. Oh, he can't stay on track.
No. So he's doing a Barders.
Oh.
He's taken out the braking markers.
So across the skyline.
John won't be happy about taking the brake markers out. He can't drive without brake markers.
Oh, Skill lost it through the S's. And then stuck in the dipper. Oh no, facing the other way.
He's
Bob knows
struggling
that
to
feeling.
pull that up. He's struggling badly.
Oh no!
He's
Should
got
watch
to
the
have
replay, Bob.
Right.
Just for the lols.
Don't like to do this.
Lap 27. Lap 27.
What number?
47. No.
Yep,
Or you can go-
47. So speed this up a bit until we.
Lap 27.
John's in P1.
So 27 across the top of the hill.
Yeah, I think Barters would have got a fright. Let me tell you that much.
Right, so we're in with Skill now.
Go on board with Barters.
Ooh,
Oh, it does sound like the back tyres are screaming out with pain inside this car.
somebody's voice that I haven't not familiar with because I haven't been racing with this regularly. It's got 115 litres on board.
Oh. Yeah, oh my dear God,
Go
Madderford
on
squeezed through.
Go on board with Barters, that's scary.
So what number is Barders?
He's 81.
Sorry about this, people. This is... Oh, yeah. Where I've just
That's
started
scary.
it. So...
So that's...
Oh
that's
my-
actually
Yeah.
jump scare.
Yeah, that was horrible. Sorry
So
to
this
do that to you
HSV
guys.
Yeah, well, it was worth the replay. Cheers for the entertainment skill. Sorry, mate, but it was good our end. But
Right, so-
HSV, that's gonna do him
Yeah,
a world
that's-
of wonders.
That's played into his hands at the moment. This HSV, yeah, it is. It's a net first. And he's still chucking in those laps. That was a net 204 flat. Or why did I say net? I don't know.
Sounds fancy.
Right, so what has this done then? So obviously Halves had a cropper. Then Skills had a cropper. Barders has found himself involved in it all. This is... It's only there for HSV to lose, I would say.
Yeah,
As it stands at the moment,
He's got it in the
this
bag.
this is our race leader.
And if nothing happens to him, I reckon he might win it by a decent margin.
Where
Yeah,
is
well,
John on the track? So John is just coming down. Let's see if John pits. John is pitting. I thought it was coming to that time. Right,
I
so
tell you what, I reckon John might come out all right out of this. It's
It
gonna be a
depends
bit
what he
closer
does.
than I thought.
depends what he does. Is he taking tyres? Is he just taking a splash of fuel? We're jumping with,
Yeah.
we're in with HSV now, so HSV has just come onto Conrod.
Barters is in the pits too. John went in first. So John's in front of Barters. I'll let you know when John comes out, and then let
Yep.
you know when Barters comes out.
Right, so... Right,
This is
HSV
gonna
is
be-
just coming up to the last corner now.
Barters has just hit his pit spot. He's in the pit crew. John's going out right now.
Right, okay. This is interesting.
Oh, HSV's got him by a
It's
mile.
gonna be awesome.
No, John's
out.
already moving. John's already moving. So this all depends
Oh.
on what kind of speed differential there is between John and HSV on the straight here.
Barters is still in. Barters is still in.
Yeah, he's, I don't know, is he fixed some damage?
Barters is out.
This is I don't know
So
what's
John
going
has done
on.
pretty well there.
John is our leader.
Is he going to win the race? Oh, jinxed him.
Right, let's keep an eye on this gap then. So it's
Oh.
five and a half seconds between John and HSV. This is going to go all the way.
Well, I hope that...
Barters is
Two
just
mercs.
reporting he had to get damage fixed.
Yeah. That Lambo does not like damage at all. Certain cars you can get away with a certain amount, but the Lambo doesn't take it very well. Right, Halves is now on the back of Bardas.
Harvey's just made a call. There's a bit of chitter chatter now going on. Harvey's called it out that John will run out of fuel. He bets on it. Gamble responsibly.
Okay, so the insider info from Harvey there.
I wouldn't call that inside info, but he's just making an educated gamble.
Right.
That John's going to mess up somehow.
Yeah, pretty much.
The unfortunate incident that we went and witnessed the horrors of, Bell was actually saying that while that was going on, while Skill was stranded, he was trying to let everybody know what had happened, where he was on track. But
that's not a spot. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
To be parked up, it's just impossible.
Halves is letting Bardas know that he's there. He's showing himself in his wing mirrors.
Harvey?
Yeah. He's sat behind Bardas and he's coming out the toe now and again just to say, here I am.
So HSV's closing that gap because you said 5.5, didn't you? It's almost 4.
There's 1.5 seconds he's taken out of him already there. So Binger is in for his final pit stop. Where's he going to come out? So he's already out. Binger's already out. Where is he? So Binger is in 7th, I think.
Well, that was well done by somebody, GRT or someone like... Oh, he's just died. Oof. Ouch.
Right, let's just watch this for a while.
Not GRT, who was that?
This is the
Boss.
the best battle we've got going just now. I'm in
Oh, we've got a
helicam
broken Merc
with...
at the top of the mountain.
You're joking. Bardas is coming across there.
Hey, we've got a broken Merc. He's steering us out, coming up to Forest. Oh no.
Oh, no. And Bardas is just going round him now. Followed by Halves.
I don't think
my
he can steer
God.
right for some reason. No. I think you might need to tow.
Yeah,
He's
so
doing it now.
that was
He's just getting off
unfortunate. That was the boss.
That car's broken.
I think
HSV.
these two are having a little bit of gamesmanship between Bardas and Halves. They're both moving around on track. They're both taking some strange lines.
Defensive. They both signed up to race, didn't they?
Yep. 2046. So that's 2 seconds down on Barda's fastest lap. So I wonder if he didn't repair all of the damage. Right, let's jump out of these pair. What else is going on? Because I've got a feeling this scrap's going to go on for some time. So the gap between John and HSV is sat at 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Schwaber sat in third at the moment. Obviously he's got a pit stop remaining. Albert sat in sixth with a pit stop remaining. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to the two Mercs that are out front at the moment.
Harvey hasn't done that bad considering he's had a bit of damage.
So Javier moved out of the way for these two guys. He moved out of the way for Bardas and Halves. But well done, Javier. It's a horrible track. You have stuck with it. You've completed 27 laps. Or you're just coming up to complete 27 laps, I think it is.
Harvey's reporting there that he was struggling. I'm not sure quite where, but he was bottoming out with carrying so much fuel. Oh, where's Binger gone? Oh,
No, Binger pitted. Binger took his final pit stop on the lap prior.
So HSV's taken the second out of John.
So there's another second, yeah. Right, let's
got
jump
20
in
minutes left.
car. Jump in car with HSV and we'll see. You can see John.
Yes, he can.
He's 2 temps up.
We
Last
know
lap
what HSV
was
is
his
like.
fastest lap. So HSV has put a 2:02.8 in the race.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh.
Best lap?
That was his best lap, was the last lap, so he's on a charge.
Oh, really? Because would he have the freshest tyres?
No, I think it would be John
John.
by about 15 minutes.
Right.
So about 7, 8 laps.
But it's come down now to 2.7.
Yeah, I'm in car.
Barda's just tapped the wall. He's all
Has
right,
he lost
though.
any time?
Overall.
Well, Halves is still sat with him. I'm still in car with HSV just now, and that orange dot in the distance is growing.
He's flying.
He is flying.
Who would have thought John could concentrate?
I bet John's gone on mute.
There's a lot of chatter going on now. It seems like people might be conceding accepting their positions.
Yeah.
But there is
Top two.
I've not heard a word from John all race, which is highly unusual.
So HSV in his quest to chase John down has put a 2:02.8 in, a 2:02.9.
Wow. Should make a interesting last 15 minutes.
So is he's coming up to finish his sector now. The gap is down to 2.3 seconds.
Harvey's under a second behind Bardas.
And
Still
Scrubber, he's come out and...
Oh,
Wait,
what?
No, I don't think
No,
the
he's
timing's
gotta re-adjust.
updated.
Oh, here it goes. Yeah.
They've got to cross the end of that
The
sector.
first sector. Oh, yeah. But he's still done pretty well, because where did he start? So he's in P5 now.
No, he's done well. He is doing well.
Yeah. Oh, Barter's using all the track there, isn't he?
Yeah, Harvey's catching him.
Wow.
No, it's been sat like that for a couple of laps.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine Harvey to be the one to send it on Barters, knowing
Nope.
that Barters is,
No, he won't.
you know, he's
Yeah,
probably
but
just
if
enjoying.
Barders makes a mistake, halves will
Oh,
take
obviously,
that
yeah.
position.
He's
not going to risk
thanking him.
He's not going to risk taking Barters out.
Harvey just grazed the wall out of Forest Elbow.
You're not going. You need to go quick. You need to graze the wing mirror.
So something's got to have happened
He's
to
taken
Albert.
1.8.
Yeah, Albert's
Yeah.
did stop.
I've got to feel it. Something. We'll have to catch up with Albert later.
Yeah, he's
but
obviously
yeah.
had a moment.
But this is where the closest battle is at present.
So 1.8 now. He's taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still chipping away at it. Binger now. Right,
Yeah, he's
Albert
come
Pitts.
back.
Albert Pitts. That is Binger up to 5th. But we know Binger loves this track. He's been in that car since 1989.
Harvey's
Pretty sure he
report-
takes the kids
So
on holidays to Bathurst.
He's there's not a millimetre of that car that Binger doesn't know.
Harvey's reporting there as far as Barters goes with the Lamborghini, like, because I can see he's catching him a little bit here and there on the corner, but he's just reported there the Lambo's just too fast in the straight line. Can't get
Oh,
it.
really?
Well, no, I'm surprised
I would
where
have thought the Audi.
Barders has got
Quick down
that
the
set
straights.
up nicely, because that, you know, in the high-speed corners, he's throwing it in, and it's asking for more.
Oh, I did notice a comment earlier on this morning in the Discord that Barters said he didn't have anything else to do today, but just practice for this and have
Some
Friday.
ice creams, some ice creams.
Yeah. Whilst cleaning his fish tank. Oh, look, HSV is on a mission.
So,
I really hope
yeah,
it gets right up on the back end.
So 36 laps completed. John is our leader. For how long? He's got a young HSV.
Yeah.
1.5 seconds behind him in second. Barders in third, closely followed by Halves. We've got Binger. Binger is not actually that far back at all. So Binger in 5th, Schwaber in a very respectable 6th.
Oh,
Branchy
HSV
in
just hit the wall.
7th. Albert in 8th. Music in 9th.
Yellow flag.
GRT
Oh, no.
in 10th.
What was that?
What's happened?
That was Brad Luck just parked up. Oh, no. Nearly. He
That
was
could
on
Oh,
have
the
no.
straight
ruined.
still, though.
That could have ruined first and second.
Right, so here we go.
Well,
Who's that coming up behind him? That's Barders and
HSV's
Halves,
catching
isn't it?
him. HSV is catching John.
Oh
big
no! Barders has just had a
We know.
big off.
Big off? No.
Big off.
Oh, looks like HSV's on the ragged edge, man.
Barders collected the wall. Halves has gone past.
No, it's all
Yeah, but
unraveled for Barters.
Yeah, but where Barters is in the championship, as long as he just needs
He's
to
just
bring
got to
this
nurse it
really.
home. Nurse it home. What sort of gap has he got?
John's coming up to traffic. HSV and John are coming up to traffic.
Right, let's chuck it in with John.
Okay,
Good
John's
stuff.
Made it clean. They've
Oh, they've
both
all
made it
pulled off.
cleanly.
GRT straight out of the way. Good stuff. Right, so let's go in with John.
This is awesome.
Similar lap times.
Yeah, HSV's catching him though.
Yeah, he's got it down to a second now.
So John's last lap was a 2:04.7.
HSV's bringing it in.
No, I think John's pulled his finger out a bit. Because that second gap, maybe not. Oh, he's quick through there, HSV. Wow.
Isn't he?
No,
Cutting, he's
John lost
up.
traction there.
Yeah, but still, HSV was flying through there.
He is quick.
Carried a lot of speed. Now, half a second, here we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I'm in on spoiler
Game
cam
on.
with John.
This is obviously the spicy battle to the end.
And it's a
Oh,
first,
John's a bit
second too.
slidey.
Oh!
John's sliding all over the joint. I think he feels the heat.
He is big time.
Alright, yeah, HSV's all over him.
I've got a reasonable leg, sir.
Yeah, if I was HSV, what do you do down here?
Yeah, he's close.
John's covering
He
it,
is
but he
close.
It's still 10 minutes in the race, and it's obvious HSV's got the speed.
I would just keep the
I would
pressure on
chill
and wait
out,
till John
yeah.
makes a mistake.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Because obviously,
Yeah, if he's going to fight with John, he's got everything to lose. He's got everything
Yeah.
to gain by just sitting with him.
Yep,
yeah,
100% correct.
But this is the thing, it's impetuous youth versus a wily old John.
yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure HSV is going to want to go for the pass.
Oh,
When he
He's
sees
got
it.
like that, yeah.
I thought he had a run on him then. There's a little bit of rubber banding going on.
Oh,
He's having a look.
He's showing,
Nah,
He was just
he's missed his
playing
He's
with
lost
John.
a lot
He's out
of
of the
time
group,
there.
You get out of that groove in that right-hander, and it's not much fun. Oh, he's lost all that time, didn't he?
This is awesome.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I've just gone
I would, if I was HSV, I would just sit there.
I've just scrolled through everything. The only thing on track at the moment is Albert and Matterford. That's the only thing else you'd look at.
Albert and Matterford, they're
Everyone
out
else
of
is
sync
miles
as
apart.
well, though.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not
where's-
suggesting go there.
Hold
but
on a minute.
That's it.
Hold on a minute. Where's Binger? Oh, Binger is in fifth, all on his own.
Everyone else is all on their own. There's just John and HSV.
All by myself.
Again. How many times do we need to tell you?
Right.
Well, I don't know. I think John's pulled his finger out a bit here.
Well, unless
HSV's
HSV
Bit of
is,
grass.
unless HSV's got the stream on in the background, and he's like, actually, no, they're on something. Why do I need to fight for this?
Just needs to finish in
That's a
P2,
nice.
you reckon?
Well, no,
Isn't it
just,
double point?
just
HSV
stay
will
with
want-
stay with John until the last two laps. Don't risk scrapping it. Now. Just stay with him. See if John makes a mistake.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I
You need
agree.
to keep it
Bob.
within a second, though.
Yeah, I think he's dropped off a little bit too much.
Mm.
Well, I wouldn't say a second is A big gap. Oh, someone's dead. Oh my God, who is that? Number 8, Madderford, has had a calamity on the top of the hill with these two fast
Coming up,
approaching.
I see. That's right, he's coming down around Forest Elbow now, so.
HSV's brought that gap down a shade.
Oh,
he's hit the wall.
HSV's
HSV's
kissed
hit
the wall.
That was a bit too hard. That wasn't a mirror.
Yeah. That was the headlight.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he's got a front right bumper on.
Yeah, I must have seen it at the same time as you, Bell. That was a bright yellow beacon sat in the middle of the track there.
He hasn't
Right.
lost much pace.
No, he hasn't.
No.
Has
He must have worked out the wall right.
The
Is he
GTS
doing
wall ride.
203.6, 203.5, John? They're pretty, similarly paced.
Oh, this is going down to the wire. 5 minutes 33.
Hey,
I
Big
think
Binger.
John's got it.
Binger is only 3.5 seconds behind Barders. Oh no, there's a yellow. Oh, I didn't know what was going on then. It was Madderford pulled off track to let these two
Sounds
through.
like you broke your head.
Well, yeah, I just see bright yellow things. Oh, there's another bright yellow one on the top of the mountain. Who's that?
The dot, the yellow dot.
Yep. Who's that?
Got an HSV are
That's
climbing
Dask.
up there at the moment.
Dask is
Oh,
parked up.
Oh, get out the
Don't
way.
move. Do not move.
Who are you watching?
Dask is now moving.
They've got a
Right,
white
so
flag.
he's kept himself parked in the side of the wall. He's let skill and music through.
HSV's closer.
He is. Oh, coming out of Forest Elbow though. He's getting on the gas too soon.
Did he just
That's
tap the
better,
wall?
That's better. No.
Don't know. He's
He's
flashing.
flashing, Johnny.
He's flashing, John. John will be
won't-
loving it. John will be
I would
loving
not
it.
be flashing John, because if you flash John, he'll be going, oh.
That's fine. He'll be going, what? Oh. Here we go.
Tactics. Oh, 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah, I
He's
don't like
right over
flashing
the back
'cause
of
no
him now. He was
no, I
listening
like
to
to
you,
go.
Bob. Now he's going to press. Here comes the press.
Oh, he's mowing the lawn a bit there.
Well, he's got 2 laps to get it done. He's
Yeah,
got,
where do you?
he's
yeah,
got this
he'd
one
have to be coming into
and
the
one
chase.
more.
He has to get a good run out of Forest Elbow
Yeah.
and just
Get
send
get
it on him
it get
into
it
the
done.
chase.
Yeah, get it done down Conrod.
Well, there's only 2 real overtaking, and that is going up here and down Conrod.
Yeah, more or less.
I could think of more, but yeah, just
Well, not if both of you are like glued to the track.
No, Notice has got a very, very good way of overtaking people. He screams
I got
like he's
very-
locked up and he's coming past you sideways. You go wide and he sails on through.
Yeah,
He's-
notice you are a special character.
He's
I'll
he's
grant you
used
that.
he's used that on me
Oh,
countless
shucks.
times.
I thought HSV went too wide.
Yeah, I try
Yeah.
not to kill people, so I'm just warning you, get out of the way because I'm coming through. Oh goodness!
This is
But he
gripping.
needs to
Absolutely.
Right, we've missed it.
Needs to close
Binger's
up on him here.
Binger has had Barders, so Barders
Oh,
is
really?
struggling.
This is where HSV needs to find his.
Right,
I don't think he's close enough.
For the stream, but in
I'm
the race, but we've got to watch this. This is gone.
no, I know. I really wanted to see what happened to Barders, and then I bailed on it. I was just going to go to the replay. We've got to
Nah,
watch
you
this.
can't switch off these. This is gold.
I'm just watching these two.
Right, so
94.
Bell's asking, have you heard any chit chat?
Oh,
Oh no,
John's
John!
off! John's off!
That was a
No!
big moment.
No!
He's
Right,
just exited stage left, something fierce.
How did that
John,
happen?
limp it,
He
mate.
got loose.
You've got a nice gap back to halves. Bring it home in second, mate.
That's on the second. No, John.
Oh, you
I
That's
can't
sick,
believe
mate.
that. I thought it was going to
There's
come
nothing
down
worse
to
than
this
doing
last lap.
85 minutes of a 90-minute race.
Right, so this is all for HSV to
Oh.
lose. We've got John in second. We have completed 42 laps. We've got halves bringing in the final podium position as it stands.
What an entertaining race.
Binger in fourth. Barders in fifth. Schwaber, very respectable sixth. Albert, seventh. There's got to have been something to happen there. Music Racer in 8th. GRT is in the pits in 9th. So he's... Oh no! Skill dead on the top of the mountain in 10th. Madderford in 11th. Darsk in 12th is in the pits. The Boss, 3 laps down 13th. Bradluck, 14th. Javier still churning the laps out. Well done, mate. 15th. We'll jump in with HSV. This comes through Forest Elbow for the last time.
Well done, HSV. Awesome.
And he's got
Huge
a battered
congratulations.
and bruised Skill in front of him. Skill's pulled over to
John's-
one side. Lets
John
our
just
leader
went
through.
Forest Elbow.
John has got to keep this clean. Halves is now through Forest Elbow also. So 90 minutes of a very grueling track. We have our race winner, HSV. Well done, kid.
Oh, he'd be
Well
pretty happy with that
done.
one. That's a big race.
John, in a very battered and bruised Mercedes, comes into the final corner for the last time. John, well done, mate. Second place.
Lucky.
And Halves crosses the line just behind him.
Brett
that-
Lee in a respectable 4th.
Here comes
Brett
Binger.
Lee.
Binger in 4th. Barders. He'll be kicking himself. You know he will. He's been waiting for this. He had a pole position lap that was unreal. He brings himself home in 5th. Still good points. Still good points. Schwaber
Get up to
6th.
7th.
Albert just coming into Forest Elbow for the last time with Music Racer just behind him. This isn't sewn up for Albert yet.
Who's doing donuts? Is that Harvey?
Yeah, of course it'll be halves.
Someone else.
Albert's carrying damage. His bonnet is flapping. And here's Music. Music wants that position, I tell you. This is all going to depend on this last corner.
Oh.
Albert holds on for 7th. Music right behind him in 8th. Well done. Skill, because he let HSV cross the line first. That sealed him in 9th. Madderford, GRT, Darsk, Boss, Bradluck, Javier. Well done, gents. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's put the table up. Let's put the table up. So that gap at the top, it's going to be mighty close.
How many more rounds are left? 2.
Yeah, I think is it only 2, George?
2 more races left. Next weekend we've got a wet race, and the weekend after that, which is our final round, will be a dynamic race. So God knows.
And that's at
Ooh,
Spa,
that's
isn't it? Is
spicy.
it the season finale at Spa?
Oh, sorry, I'd have to.
Is it Spa?
I don't have that in front of me, but I'm pretty confident
Yeah,
you're
it
right
is.
there, Bob.
Yep, no, that's nice. You've either got one for your season finale at Bathurst or at Spa, I believe.
Yeah, big track.
That's phenomenal. Right, so have we got everyone in yet?
I think so.
Looks. Except for. Oh, yeah, wait, who do we got? HSV John Harvey. Yes, we do.
Right, so we'll take it in the reverse order. Young Halves. Podium.
How you doing, guys?
Nice to hear you, mate. I haven't spoken to you for ages.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even been racing in ages. It's that scary W word, but oh well.
Yeah, don't swear. Don't swear. We're live.
Good
But
race,
yeah,
mate.
yeah. Congrats, HSV. Unlucky, John. That's
Yeah.
the heartache. I was joking about. I don't know if you guys heard. I was joking about it the last few laps. John's gonna crash or run out of fuel.
No. No.
Oh, no. How
So
dare you?
You had a few scrapes in that race, Halves. You
Yeah.
still managed a nice third, but it wasn't without incident, was it?
It was. I sort of at the start. I was just a bit nervous, and I'd sort of clipped the wall, not like too hard, but enough to cause a bit of damage. Only like 10 seconds, wasn't too bad. And then I came out of the pits in the final lot of pit stops, only a few seconds behind HSV. I was like, oh, this is a good chance. And then because I know something happened to Barters, and then I just sort of got a bit rear tail happy through the S's and into the dipper and just completely spun and was Austin Powers it in the middle of the
Oh, no.
20-point turn.
middle of the dipper, and I couldn't turn, and I had to wait for a car to pass, and
It's not the place to be.
no, it wasn't. But
It happens.
still had fun. I'm
That's the
buggered,
main
but
thing.
still had fun.
No, well done,
Yeah, it was a
mate.
big
Well
race.
done.
Congrats.
Nice points there for you, mate.
Yeah.
We'll go to who we thought could have held on for one more lap. Second place, John Shepherd. Come on down.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Nah, mate. No,
Nah,
look, in all fairness, mate,
tyres,
that's a
I've
result.
been on them for an hour. Like I should have probably
Right.
waited till the second pit stop to change tyres, but
So you did
Yeah.
do your tyres at the first stop?
yeah, I done tyres to go try to undercut Barters.
Yeah, thought
Yeah.
so.
No, mate,
Yeah,
it's not to be sniffed at. 90 minutes round there, mate. And
No,
I
and
know.
I made it fucking 80. Oh, sorry. I made it 87 of them. Sorry for swearing. I'm not really.
You made it
No,
87
you did it.
minutes.
You
Yeah.
did well, mate. You did
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That snap oversteer.
You've got to be
was
happy
bit
with a
scary.
second.
Yeah, that was awesome driving by HSV, but
Yeah,
Oh, we
last
had a
20
few
minutes
laps.
or whatever.
Yeah, we had a few laps that like just concentrating on you two because it was nail biting. We thought you were going to hold it.
I thought I was too. I really did.
What
No.
happened there? So you just clipped a bit of curb and got the rear loose or something?
No, I was just pushing that hard to keep the young fella behind me. My tyres just got a bit too hot.
Right.
And yeah,
just
she just
oversteered.
Yeah, she just snapped on me, and it was
Right.
game over.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
But no, well done, Harvey and HSV.
No, well done, mate. Well done. Right, youngster. Let's
That was
be
just
having you.
90 minutes.
Mountain.
That was 90 minutes of just pure stress.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I had a suspicion that John did take tyres in the first stop, and I was questioning why. when I was just driving alone. I'm like, why would he take tyres in the first stop? But I think if he hadn't, he would have definitely held me off. In my second, when I came in to change my tyres for the second stop, I turned the car off in the pit lane.
Yeah, we saw you stop.
and I'm like, what have I just done? I thought I pressed the quit limiter, but no, I turned the car off. So I lost like 6 seconds there, and I was like, oh shit, oh sorry, oh bad, oh man, here we go. And the car was really, really good across the top. Like the way that it had been tuned, it was just perfect. But then as soon as I got behind someone, you just had to take a couple of kilometres off of it. Otherwise, you were just going to put it in the wall. There were a few instances behind John where...
So it didn't like the wash, basically.
Oh, no way. No, there are a few moments where if I was a couple millimetres out, my race was done.
Yeah, I saw a few moments.
There was a 3-car pile-up a couple laps in.
Yeah.
I had threaded the needle, and I kid you not, a little poo came out. That was seriously weird. I had a pretty good run out of the last corner. Well, not the last corner, but that corner where John spun. And then I saw him go off, and I did have to scream. I was quite happy with that. Sorry, John. But yeah,
All
I did
good,
not.
mate. All good.
I didn't.
I thought I could hold you off for another lap, but yeah.
I just had to focus, and I couldn't string together a couple laps to focus. My eyes were everywhere.
I know how the nerves are in dirty air, so I sort of thought I may have had you covered there.
Oh, it was disgusting. But
Yeah.
I'm just happy. Helps the championship.
Yeah, that's
Don't know what more to
closed
say,
it
yeah?
up. That's closed it up, mate.
Pretty
I'll do
significantly, I'm thinking.
I'll close the stream off now. So congratulations to our top 3. Brilliant race, right down to just before the start of the last lap. Even Belle said she was hoping you had that, John, because you know you
It was a big race.
held that really well right until the end. But no, congratulations to all 3. I'll close the stream off, and I'll quickly do the table if anyone's interested in it.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Get it up.
please.
Right.
Cheers for doing the stream.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We did have quite a few tune in tonight. We did hit 11 viewers at one stage, so thank you ever so much. So yeah, I'll close that off. We'll see you next week. It is going to be tighter. Thank you ever so much.
See you next week.